Indoor photography versus outdoor photography. Which one gives you better results? Let's talk about it. Welcome. My name is Pixel King. I'm a photographer based in Ghana. I shoot weddings, portraits, product photography, and event photography. And on today's episode, I'm going to keep it simple. We are just going to talk about indoor photography, outdoor photography, the key differences between them, when to use each, and how to improve each of them. Simply put, indoor photography has to do with any type of photography that you do inside, be it in the room, be it in the studio, or even in the bus, in the conference room. It can be achieved by natural lighting or artificial lighting. Some of the examples of indoor photography is product photography, portrait photography, and content creation inside in a controlled environment. Outdoor photography is any type of photography you do outside. It could be by the park, it could be at the bus stop, it could be at the back of your house. That is outdoor photography. Some examples of outdoor photography are landscape photography, portrait photography that you do outside, and travel photography. Some of the key differences between indoor photography and outdoor photography. Number one has to do with lighting. With indoor photography, you are in a controlled environment. Any type of light that exists in that space has to be light that you allow. It could be light from the window, light from a door, light from continuous lighting, light from a strobe, light from flashlight, even lights from your phone. With outdoor photography, your largest light source is the sun, and optionally accompanied by strobes, flashlight, or any other type of artificial lighting. With indoor photography, you are considered to be shooting in a controlled environment. But with outdoor photography, you are considered in shooting in a non-controlled environment. Because you are exposed to unpredictable weather conditions, the sun intensity can change from one moment to the other. With indoor photography, your creativity depends on the setup, your backdrop of choice, the type of lighting you decide to use, and how many lights you decide to use. But with outdoor photography, your creativity depends on the environment that you find yourself in. One of the tips I'll give about indoor photography is to master your lighting when it comes to indoor photography. Because when you're indoor, you are the mercy of the type of light you let in and the type of light you actually place in that controlled environment. For example, if you are someone who shoots a lot of portrait sessions in the studio, you need to be able to master your key light, your fill light, and your backlighting. Sometimes you might just need one light when you're shooting indoors. Sometimes you might need 4 or 3. You just need to know what works for the particular kind of results that you are going for. That's one of the best tips I'll ever give for indoor photography. With outdoor photography, you need to keep in mind to avoid harsh midday sun. Unless you are going for a very creative look, as it can be very unflattering to your subject. It creates deep shadows. It makes your clients squint their eyes if they are facing the sun directly. Shoot under shades. Shoot under a tree. That helps you to get even and flattering look on your subject. Also, you need to watch your background when you are shooting outdoor, because some element at the background can be very distracting for your photo. So you need to control what is in your background when you are shooting outdoor. Also, you need very powerful strobe lighting if you want to control your light further when you are shooting outdoor. I use the Godox AD600BM most of the time when I'm shooting outdoor because it allows me to overpower the sun, to be able to use features as HSS when I'm shooting outside. I think I use the AD600BM a lot when I'm shooting outside, unless the weather conditions are very favorable. Then I will not employ the services of my AD600. I wouldn't say outdoor photography is better than indoor photography or vice versa, because it depends on what you want to achieve. Sometimes you want to achieve a certain kind of look, and it can only be achieved when you do your photography outdoor. And sometimes you want to achieve certain results that can only be achieved when you are indoor, maybe in the studio, in an apartment. You need to have knowledge and skill in how to properly shoot indoor and outdoor, depending on what you are going for. If you're a portrait photographer, you need to learn how to employ the services of reflectors, continuous lighting, strobes. If you want to shoot outdoor and control your lighting too. And if you are someone who shoots indoors, you just need to master whether you need 3 lights, whether you need 2 lights, or whether you need a single light source. You need to learn the different light techniques that's involved in shooting outside and shooting inside. I love to employ the services of 2 or 3 lights when I'm shooting in the studio, especially on plain backdrops, because it helps me to create different types of results when I'm in the studio. When I'm outside, I can shoot with just 2 lights, one being the sun and the other being my strobe light. All you need to understand is that indoor is better for control and consistency, and outdoor is better for natural and dynamic shots. This is a bonus tip. Master indoor photography lighting because it helps you when you're shooting outdoor and you want to light it artificially. As a photographer over the years, I've shot many paid gigs and many personal works, both indoor and outdoor. I actually started off by shooting a lot of my photographs outside because I love the fact that I could go to multiple locations. I love the creativity that I was able to bring out of myself whenever I was shooting outside. Now let me know in the comment section, do you prefer indoor photography or outdoor photography? My name is Pixel King and thank you for watching today's episode. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe. See you in the next one.